Today's meeting consists of three main agendas. First is, and the second is table sessions. It's only for the prepared speakers. Member, so they will deliver speech based. I encourage guests here to participate so you guys can experience how is it to speak in public without preparation. I believe it will be a challenge to some of you, but if you want to overcome your fear and just be courageous and take the chance, I believe you will eventually get the benefits of the joy this meeting today. And the last one, the evaluation sessions. It is when the prepared speakers their performance will be evaluated. And benefit that you will get if you join Toastmaster, your performance will be evaluated and you will perform better by that event. Everything about the club, about the agenda, and now let's just start our sessions today with the introductions about the team from our Toastmaster of the meeting. And I would love to welcome Toastmaster Melissa as our Toastmaster of the meeting today. So Toastmaster Melissa, please run the meeting today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radika, for the introduction of the club and about Toastmasters Club in general. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, and happy Chinese New Year for those of you who celebrated, and also happy short holiday for us.
Happy Chinese New Year. Yeah. Okay.
Happy Chinese New Year. May this year, this water tiger year, can bring us more prosperity and give us more peace in our family and in our personal life as well. And before I start, I would like to share screen with you, so please wait a minute. I hope you have a great holiday yesterday. And also for those of you who celebrate the Chinese New Year, I hope you eat good food. You have eaten good food, you create memories with your families, you eat together, and also you got that red packet. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry, please wait for a bit. Okay, so our theme for tonight's meeting is a tribute to Chinese New Year celebration, and our theme is wish you prosperity and happiness. And just like our VPE, our Vice President of Education, Radika, has already explained before, this is a regular Toastmasters Club meeting, and Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club is one of the networking clubs of Toastmasters International. And we are here as a community. We want to develop our public speaking skills and also our networking skills, broaden our network, and also build our confidence and try to enhance our leadership skills. And also because English is not our native language, we also try to hone our English speaking skills as well. And I believe that Toastmaster Radika had already explained about the session of our meeting, but I think there was some technical issue, so we cannot hear her completely. So please let me explain a brief summary about what we are going to do today. In case there is some new faces, and I see some new faces that I haven't seen today. Welcome to this Toastmaster meeting. I hope that you can have a good time. So the meeting is consisted of 3 sessions. The first one is prepared speech session. This is is the session where all the Toastmasters member who wants to present their project, their pathway project, can present their project here to complete their pathways curriculum. And this session is only for Toastmasters members only. And tonight we have 2 prepared speakers. And then the second session is table topic session. This is open for all participants, for all Toastmasters members, for all the guests, and also for the first timers. And this is the very exciting part of any Toastmasters meeting, because it challenges you and it helps you to be more confident in what you're speaking, and also it helps you to think quickly and also on your creativity as well. And so the third session is evaluation session, and this is where we can all learn together. This is where the educational aspect of Toastmasters kicks in, because we learn together and as the evaluators in this meeting give feedbacks and also give room for improvement to us to learn together. To talk about the meeting theme for tonight, we have the theme of wish you prosperity and happiness. And this is related to Chinese New Year. And I want to ask for the guests here, the participants here, is there anyone who wants to share about their Chinese New Year celebration? Or is there anyone wants to share what they have in mind when they hear Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year? What do you think when you heard about that words, Chinese New Year? Maybe Tosmanda who is really aligned to tonight's meeting.
Pardon? Can you repeat that?
Okay. When you hear Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year, what comes into your mind?
Angpao, of course.
Of course, that is like one of the true essence of every Chinese New Year, because we are really excited when we get to receive that packets. Thank you, Tosun Sananda, for your input. Is there anyone else who wants to share as well? Okay, I guess it's okay. Maybe everyone is still trying to grasp about the meeting theme as well. So I will proceed to continue. About Chinese New Year, about tonight's meeting theme. Actually, I was inspired by this 45 seconds clip that I want to. I don't know if you can hear the sound. Can you? I'm sorry. Can you hear the sound?
No, we cannot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, okay. So basically, the video is about the actual greetings. You heard about the actual greetings of Chinese New Year, right? This is Gong Xi Fa Chai or Gong Xi Fa Choi or something like that. You probably have heard about that. And what do you think it means? What do you think the saying means?
The meaning of Gong Si Fa Chai?
Yes.
Wish you have prosperity, something, right?
Yes, it's actually not, although it usually said in Chinese New Year, but it doesn't mean Happy New Year. It is not to wish us Happy New Year. It is also to wish it is to wish for us to have prosperity and happiness, or basically to hope for us to get rich and prosperous. So if we say to each other, gong siu fa chai, it's not saying that, hey, Happy New Year. No. Hey, hope you get rich. And you better hope I get rich as well. But jokes aside about that little trivia, for me, the beautiful essence about Chinese New Year celebration is all about reunion and togetherness with the family, and also about being grateful for the past year, and also wishing for us to have an affluent years ahead with abundant prosperity, and also with happiness and joy throughout the next year. So the essence of Chinese New Year is to be grateful and also to pray that we can go through next year happily. And our word of the day that I think we should use a lot is affluent. Affluent is an adjective, and its meaning is having an abundance of goods and riches, or flowing in abundance. That's from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. And it can also mean having a lot of money or owning a lot of things. I think this is related to our theme tonight, the Chinese New Year, when we wish for a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity for us to go through next year, to go through this water tiger year, so we can be prosperous and probably and wishfully more richer this year. And the example of usage is the more affluent a society, the more educated, the more democratic, the more networked, and so on. And please use this word of the day a lot in your prepared speech for the prepared speaker and also for the table topic speakers. And I will not, and as the Toastmaster of the meeting, I will not be alone in conducting this meeting. I will be helped by a team of evaluators that will help us to evaluate this meeting better, so we can learn from tonight's meeting. And the team of evaluators is led by our general evaluator, Toastmaster Redika. Toastmaster Redika, would you please introduce yourself and your team role to us, please? Toastmaster
Okay,
Redika,
thank you,
are you there?
Toastmaster of the evaluator, and it includes the role. Yes, I'm there. Anyway, can you hear my voice? I'm afraid my voice doesn't sound clear.
Yes, we can hear.
Okay.
But it's kind of breaking.
Okay, my role as the general. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I think the connection is so well. Okay. Yes, I will explain again that my role today is to evaluate the whole meeting, and it includes the role takers and as well what needs to be improved in the meeting. But I won't be alone. I will have teams by my side that will as well help me to evaluate the whole meeting. The first team, the first person who will help me to evaluate the meeting is served as a grammarian. So for the grammarian, could you please explain your role today?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Sorry. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, so my role as a grammarian is to listen to everything which is said during the meeting and to note and report any particularly effective uses of grammar or something which is said grammatically incorrect during the meeting. Also, as grammarian, it is my task to present the word of the day. And as already mentioned, the word of the day for today is affluence, which means abundant flow or supply, or flowing toward a point. So if we try to use it in a sentence, it would perhaps be historically the designs and craftsmanship of monuments were symbols of affluence. So I'll be posting that in the chat box as well, and I'll be producing my report at the end of the meeting. And I would encourage everybody to use the word of the day and kindly encourage whoever uses it to a thumbs up reaction. Thank you.
Toastmaster Radhika, I'm sorry, we cannot hear you. You're still muted.
Okay, so thank you for reminding me, Toastmaster Melissa. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Maimuna, for explaining your role today. So guys, please mention the word of the day today, affluence, as mentioned by our grammarian, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just have the bravery to speak first. Okay, let's go to the next role. We have A and W counter.
Hello.
Toastmaster, yeah, could you please explain your role in a brief? Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Toastmaster.
Hello.
Yes.
Toastmaster
Okay. I'm Resti, and for tonight, I will be your and word of the day counter. And my role today, as a counter, I will be listening to what the speakers say and marking down on a chart any inappropriate word or sound used as a space filler. For example, too much and well, or something like that. And as mentioned by General Evaluator, I will collect word of the day for tonight, which is affluence. So please use that word as soon as possible. Okay, as much as possible. Back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Radhika.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Resti, for explaining your role. So, guys, again, please mention the word of the day today. Affluence. I know it's somewhat unfamiliar, but I believe you guys can mention it at least once in your whether it be prepared speakers or impromptu speech later on. So let's go to the next role takers. We have timer. I guess for the timer, could you explain your role in a brief? Toastmaster Melissa Chen.
Thank you, Toastmasters Redita. Hello, my fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. My name is Melissa Chen, and I'm from Jakarta Toastmasters Club. Currently, I'm serving as the timer. My job is to help you indicate the timing of the speech using virtual backgrounds. The first session, for prepared speech session, I will show the green color. Green one, if your speech already reached 5 minutes, and then yellow for 6 minutes, and red for 7 minutes. And remember, you only have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech after my background shows the red color. The second one, for table topic session, the timing will be 1 to 2 minutes, green for 1 minute, yellow for 1.5 minutes, and red for 2 minutes. You also have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech after my background shows the red color. And the third session is evaluation session. The timing will be 2 to 3 minutes, green for 2 minutes, yellow for 2.5 minutes, and red for 3 minutes. So I will remind to all speakers today to pin me in your screen and pay attention to the timing. Later on, I will deliver the timing report when called upon. Thank you, and back to Toastmasters of the meeting.
Okay, thank you for explaining your role, Toastmaster Melissa. Okay, so guys, please pay attention to the timing as well when you speak. So make sure it won't exceed the time limit. So you will be eligible to be voted later on. And the next role is ballot counter, but unfortunately, he cannot speak today because he has problem with his throat. So I would love to explain his role today as ballot counter. As ballot counter, he will launch a poll in which you can cast a vote later on. So he will distribute a link for all of you guys to vote your favorite speakers, your favorite impromptu speakers, and as well your favorite evaluators. So I will remind you to check the chat box later on because the link will be thrown there, and you can simply click the link and then choose your favorite speakers. Okay, I guess I've explained all the role the role takers are already explained their roles, and I would love to give the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting today, Toastmaster Melissa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika, for introducing your role and also your team role to us. Everyone, remember to use our word of the day, affluent, in your speech and table topic speakers, and also in evaluation speakers or in any opportunity that you may speak in public tonight. And now, let's move on to our first session for our tonight's meeting, which will be the prepared speech session. We currently have 2 speakers for tonight, and how it's worked, I as the Toastmaster of the meeting, I will call the evaluators of each prepared speakers, sorry, and the evaluator will introduce the speaker and also the speaker's speech for us. And for now, I will call for the first speaker's evaluator, and now we will have Toastmaster Jono, who will evaluate Toastmaster Mala. Toastmaster Jono, please introduce Toastmaster Mala and her speech to us.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, give me a moment. Right now. Okay. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So here's my pleasure as the evaluator for Toastmasters Mala for this evening for her level 2 project in strategic relationship pathway, cross-cultural understanding. The purpose of this project is for her to identify her own cultural awareness and share it with the audience. The time is 5 to 7 minutes. And without further ado, let's just call upon Toastmasters Mala, being true, Toastmasters Mala.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like you. You should do better than this. I know you can do better, and I want you to do based on my instruction. Now go and do. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, my name is Mala Manurung. I'm from Eagle Toastmaster Club. Oops, sorry, correction. I'm from North Sumatra. I'm a Bataknese. If you know some stereotypes coming to Bataknese people, they are so rude. They always speak in high tone. And also, because of that, they are known as impolite sometimes. And don't forget that they are straightforward. I could not defend whether I agree, but in the other hand, I also disagree. I remember when I was a child, I slept in my aunt and uncle's house for one night. At that night, I couldn't sleep. Why? Because my aunt and my uncle talked in a very loud voice. I thought they were having a fight. It made me scared. I was just standing in the corner of the bedroom. I'm afraid because I don't understand what they say. They were speaking in Bataknese. Until my aunt realized that my room is still on. And she looked at me. Mala, it seems that you are so afraid. What happened? And I just realized, oh, it's because of my conversation with your uncle. It's okay, we're just talking. So just go to sleep. I feel relief. Oh, they are not fighting. So can you imagine? I can relate that. I can be empathy to all of you non-Bataknese if you see people speak in high tone. But actually, they are not fighting. It's just their habit. When I try to research, it's because of in the ancient times, they used to live in the mountains. So they have to speak in loud voice and high tone so that the neighbor and the other family members can hear them. As a Bataknese, I also inherit some of the attributes. One of them is being straightforward. As a straightforward person, there were some things that there is a battle in my mind and in my heart. Of course, there were times that it's easy to me to say and to say something, my agreement or my disagreement peacefully. But then, honestly, there were more times that it's hard for me to say it directly. I sometimes wondering the world will be more peaceful, beautiful, if people can say something to please all people. But the reality, no. I sometimes have to cut the conversation, which is not effective. If something not goes based on what I expect, I couldn't hid it from my face. Or if I have to speak something which is not good for the listener, or they don't want to hear, or we can call a painful truth. It's sometimes we have to lose our friends or families, members not to like to hear that. I remember one time when I was in the office, there was my best friend that I really disagree with what he did. So I told her, I said, I don't like the way you do this one. I'm ready that that day, from that day, maybe she prefer not to be my friends anymore. But then the good thing is our relationship getting healed and stronger. She's now become one of my accountable friends who also become the first person who tell me earlier my mistake to point out and to be better. The thing also for being a straightforward person is the way how I deal with people, because the way we speak is also important as the message of what we want to say. So I just want to ask you, fellow Toastmasters, regardless your stereotypes that stick on you, what can you do or what can you make best out of it? As a Bataknese, I know it's easy to spot being straightforward, but let's make the best out of it. Just being to stay true to ourselves and to others. If we can develop each other by cultivating that kind of characters, that would be good, right? How about you? What kind of characters is relate to you, but then you want to make best out of it? I feel being true, stay authentic, being genuine is one of the most important characters. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mala, for your speech. Congratulations for finishing your project. I think you can all give our applause to Toastmaster Mala. And you can give her the feedback in our chat box as well. And thank you so much for sharing with us about your experience, your cultural experience, about cultural differences and how it can inspire you as well. So now let's move on to our next speaker. And we have the second speaker, which will be Toastmaster Dines. Toastmaster Dines will be evaluated by Toastmaster Garda. Toastmaster Garda, please introduce our Toastmaster Dines speech to us, please.
Thank you, Madam Tom. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
All right. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and ladies and gentlemen. I'm privileged enough to be evaluating Toastmaster Dines' speech project of 5 to 7 minutes long. It's about public relations strategies, whereas the purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Dinesh to practice the skills needed to effectively use public relations strategies for any group or situation. Also for him to share some aspect of his public relations strategy. Let's hear it from Toastmaster Dinesh, Public Relations. Public Relations, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Toastmaster Dinesh, sorry, you're still muted.
Sorry. How do you identify yourself in your community, society, at your offices, space, or any organization? How do people see you? What is your personality type? How do you connect to individuals or the organization? Anybody? Well, friends, the way people relate to us with the different kind of the big personality types, like the Hollywood stars, the celebrities in the different walk of the life, the similar way we are perceived in the environment. And hence, the relation of our personality with the public is all about public relation. President Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and distinguished guests. Public relation is a very important piece. It defines our personality. If somebody is having a big tattoos on the body, like he is perceived as a very flamboyant, hippie lifestyle. If somebody wears suits, carry himself properly, speaks elegantly, he is perceived as somehow an academician or a professional in the corporate MNC environment. Somebody who mingles a lot, do a lot of social work, and he create a persona in the society as a politician or the social worker. But this is how the public relate to us, and our work and our images or the way we carry in ourselves as our public image, and this is our persona. Hence, the public relation is very important. We use public relation for the multiple purposes. One is to just take our existing personality to the next level. If we are aspiring big in any environment, if I want to become the CEO, I will start behaving or inculcating some of the styles of the CEO while looking or studying many of the CEOs in the environment. Similarly, if I want to become a politician, I will learn some of the pieces and amplify my image accordingly. So this is how we do multiple things. The first thing, they're taking the image to the next level. Second thing, if somehow somebody is having a negative image due to XYZ incidents, then they want to correct their image and take it to the next level in a positive environment, or they want to convert their negative image to the positive image, and hence the public relation works that way. Second piece, if somebody want to, third piece, last piece, if somebody want to change the opinion of the people about themselves, it may be any opinion, right? Like somebody want to transition from a rock star to a social worker. So those kind of the image transformation also require the public relation efforts. Hence, the way we carry ourselves, the way we expose to the community, or the way we want to take ourselves, it leads some of the action items toward the public relation. So knowingly, unknowingly, we all have been exposed to this activity in our lifetime, wherever we are, right? If it is done knowingly, it brings the fruitful outcomes. And there is a process, there is a system to carry out this activity. In our Toastmaster community, the VP Public Relation is a position, and the job of the VP Public Relation to amplify the organization image in public, letting more number of the people about the Toastmasters so that more people can join for the positive purposes of the leadership development, communication development, or many more development areas. How it is done, I will discuss about the model around it. So I have simplified it. This is my learnings and the exposure to the different people who are actively working in this area. The first thing, you should know your objective. As I stated, there are 3 requirements largely. You should know what is your requirement. You zero down to it. Then you craft your message. How do you want to communicate, right? Once you have done these 2 things, almost half of the job is done. Now, once the message is crafted, you should know where the message should go and who are the people who are very important to you. And these kind of the set of the people set up your target audience. Once you identify this target audience, then you have to find a way how to reach out to them. And reaching out to is not only with the words, this is with the action, this is with the audiovisual impression, this is with the word of mouth publicity. So there are multiple vehicles to reach them out and knock them every time, give them the signals that I'm somehow different as I'm perceived, or I'm taking my level to the next level as I am perceived, right? And this hammering has to be done repeatedly. So once the message is crafted, you have to find the multiple vehicle of the communication. You may go and speak in the communities, you can create your blogs, you can make your social media presence in a way which is amplifying your message. Similarly, you can communicate to your close circle group that this is what I am working around, and this is how you can disseminate this message in the public. These are all elements of the public relation message dissemination. Once this piece is done, then this is called the research of the media. You have once completed the research of the media, then you will put your efforts into this. Believe me, friends, if you are working in a company, you can create organization brand. You are an entrepreneur, you can create your organization brand by putting a lot of advertising and the money. But your personal image cannot be created with that much of the investment. It comes only with the public relation. Hence, you have to choose the social media or the various media vehicles very selectively. You cannot go everywhere. And what kind of the message you have to drop, you should be very mindful in that piece. So this is all about from my side on the public relation piece. I will summarize my presentation here saying that you are all as you are perceived, and it relates to public with whom you are living, surviving, working, fighting, or loving. To focus on the public relation, amplify it positively, and increase your aura, influence, and personality. And if you are working for the brand, improve the same thing for the brand. Over to you, TMOD.
Please give applause to Toastmaster Dinesh for completing his speech. Congratulations for finishing your project, and it was such a great speech that inspired us all. Thank you once again, Toastmaster Dinesh, and hope the best for your future endeavor in your Toastmaster experience as well. And so now I would ask for the timer report, please.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So all of the speakers are eligible to be voted. Toastmasters Mala is 6 minutes and 8 seconds, and Toastmasters Dinesh 7 minutes 6 seconds. So all of them are eligible to be voted.
Okay, thank you, Madam Timer, for your timer report. So now Mr. Bell Counter, please, if you are ready, please launch the poll on our chat box so we can vote for our most favorite prepared speakers. Oh, okay. So I see that Toastmaster Hans, our bell counter, has already put the voting link for the most favorite prepared speaker on our chat box. Everyone, please vote. And we will have 1 minute for us to vote. Okay, everyone, have you voted yet? Please vote for your most favorite speaker, and the winner of our most favorite prepared speaker will be announced at the end of our meeting. So I think the 1 minute duration for voting has over. And now, since we are in the middle of our meeting, we are still currently, what is that? We're still in good spirit. I hope we maintain this good spirit until the end of our meeting. But let's take a picture together, shall we? So everyone, please open your camera and we will take the picture of us. And if you want to be tagged in our Instagram story, please drop your Instagram username on the chat box. And okay, so I think I will be, or Toastmaster Nanda will be the one taking the screenshot. Okay, Toastmaster Nanda, sorry, you're still muted, so we don't know the cue.
Yes,
Okay.
wait a moment. Okay, everyone, don't send me any chat ya. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda, for taking the picture of us. Okay, so now we have when we have gone through the first session of tonight's meeting, which was the prepared speech session. Sorry. Next, let's move on to our next session, the second session, which will be the table topic session. This session will be led by our table topic master, Toastmaster Nanda. Toastmaster Nanda, I give the control to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. Hao. Hi, everyone. I'm Nanda and taking a role as the table topic master for tonight. So let me share my screen. What is our theme for tonight? Like Toastmaster Melissa said, the theme is wish you happiness and prosperity. Before we jump to the topic, let me explain a bit what table topic is. Sorry. So table topic is an impromptu speech. The purpose of this session is to help everyone who participate to deliver a short speech around 1 till 2 minutes by responding the topic from table topic master, which means me. So for all speakers, please pay attention to Toastmaster Melissa Chen because she will change the background to be green for 1 minute, to be yellow for 1 minute 30 seconds, and to be red for 2 minutes. And for every speaker has extra 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. Okay, so let's see who is the first challenger. Anyone want to volunteer to be the first challenger in table topic session? Okay, Toastmaster Maimuna, where are you?
Hello.
There you are. Hi.
Hi.
So, Toastmaster Maimuna, please choose your ang pao.
I'm sorry, could you, I think the screen is still on, what is the table topic?
Yes. Can you choose one of these envelopes?
I think that's the third slide. We're still on the second one.
You're still your slide. You
You're
need to
still on
change
the
your
second
slide.
slide, Toastmaster
Yeah,
Nanda.
you need to change your slide to the next slide. Toastmaster Nanda.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Already?
So it shows the second slide.
How about this?
Still
Wait a
is
moment.
Nothing changes.
What happened? This?
Yes.
Yeah, now I can see it. Yes.
Yes. So sorry. So Toastmaster Maimuna, which one you wanna choose?
I'll take G,
maybe you can
the letter G.
G.
Yes.
So Toastmaster Maimuna, this is a quote from China, from the White Horse Thesis by Gong Shanglong. With truth on your side, you can go anywhere. Without truth, you can take a tiny step. You ready?
Okay, I'll just take 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. The topic given to me today is about truth and who is on your side if you speak truth. So I would just like to say that speaking truth isn't just about yourself. It's about who it affects around you. And this is what the Chinese proverb just said, that if you speak the truth, people will actually appreciate that, and they would be on your side. They would try to help you out or try to be supportive of you. But in case people do not speak truth, it's not just not just a personal decision, but it actually affects people around, who listen to you, and they wouldn't support you or wouldn't trust you. So gaining someone's trust, or um, making support, helping support, happen for yourself, depends on what side of truth are you. Are you someone who actually believes in speaking the truth, or someone who thinks that lying is a good option? So it really affects how we perceive truth and the consequences of it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maimuna. Yes, I totally agree with you. Like people say the truth, although it's painful. So yeah, when once you say lie, people will not believe you easily anymore. Thank you. Okay, so the next challenger will be Toastmaster Naufal Zulfikar. Hello.
Hello.
So please choose your ang pao.
All right. So which one has been chosen?
G.
It was G, right?
Yes.
All right. So three. I'll pick three.
3?
Yeah.
All right. So okay, another proverb from China. This is from Guangzhou. 10 years to cultivate wood, 100 years to cultivate a man.
All right. This is tough.
Ready?
Anytime.
Okay, the screen is yours.
All right. So 10 years to cultivate a wood, 100 years to cultivate a man. I mean, 100 years. How old is that man? 100 years. God. And woods in 10 years. What kind of woods is that? Cultivated woods in 10 years. But anyway, long story short, I suppose it's harder to teach a man, to teach a human on how to be an appropriate adult and how to be an appropriate mature person, rather than taking care of anything else, such as has been spoken earlier, woods. I mean, why woods? God. And also in the present time, as we can see, things are getting more complicated than how it used to be, and internet and all of stuff, it's harder to maintain of what is right and what is wrong to the children, to the youngsters. So I believe that's what it actually said. It takes longer to take care of human, of a person. Yes.
Thank you, Toastmaster Novel. Yes, that's true. Actually, the meaning of behind these proverbs is like that. When we grow a wood, it will be shorter than how we grow as a man or as a human. Thank you. So let's move to the next. Toastmaster Freddy.
Hello.
Hi. So are you ready to choose your ang pao?
Yeah.
Which one?
7.
7. Lucky number.
Lucky 7.
Okay. So it's a food from Chinese New Year, a basket cake. And the philosophy of this food is represent the hope of bringing people closer. So Toastmaster Freddy, what do you do to treasure your close friends and family?
What do you do to treasure your
close friends or family?
Okay. Actually, I don't exactly sure what the treasure is, but I think it is like how to make like we take care of our friends or our family better, like no one else would be. I think in my in my opinion, we can have some conversation with them and have a quality time with them, like we have some vacation or some family time with them. It makes the tie strong. Of course, they're our family, but it is still a relationship thing. We should build the relationship even though they are family bonded. I think blood tie is not enough. We should have some relationship building with them too, in order to make close with them. Because what I see is people nowadays is not care about the relationship with their family. It's just like having the family, and yeah, I know you are the mother and I know you are my sister, and they don't have any intention to have some good relationship with them. It's just like, yeah, family ties only, and yeah, we go grow bigger, and we separate our pet. We have our family our self family, and yeah, just maybe like in Chinese New Year this time, it's only we have a meeting, have a party only once a year, and yeah, we don't care until the next year. That happened in my family actually. It just once a year, and then yeah, we have no further or just seldomly talking each other. Yeah, just like that. I think that's it from my side. Yeah, we should build.
Thank you, Toastmaster Freddy. So yeah, but I think it's still thankful because we have like this moment, Chinese New Year or Idul Fitri or Christmas Eve. That's so family can be gathered together. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree, but what that I don't agree is just they just gather once in a year. So I think it is still a relationship that needs to be built and have a contact more more usual, yeah, more and more lah, rather than that.
Yes,
Thank
agree. Hopefully you can bring a change for your family in the future. Thank you, Toastmaster Freddy. So next we have Toastmaster Gabriel. Hi.
Hi.
I think this is not your first time coming to the mods, right?
Yeah, the second time.
Yes,
Untuk be.
welcome back.
Yeah.
So, Toastmaster Gabriel, which ampau you wanna choose?
T.
T?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is T. Toastmaster Gabriel, what do you like about Chinese New Year? Ready?
The
screen is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what do we like about Chinese New Year? When I was a child, of course, what we like, and I think everybody like too, is ang pao, where we got the pocket money from our parents or our family members who already married. And sometimes if we shopping or there's like kind of event where we also can get ang pao from the shop. And also if we play games, there's also a Chinese New Year pocket or gift or rewards. So that's what we like about this Chinese New Year. But of course, the ang pao. And besides that, it's also the moment where everybody from maybe Jakarta or Surabaya or another city, and they will come together to our grandma house, and we also go to our family that is not a close family. Like for example, my grandma house has a mother or has an aunt, and the aunt has children. We don't really know about him or her, and when we go there in Chinese New Year, we just realize, oh, we have those kinds of family that we don't really close, but we know they are the family. So I think that's also the good thing about the Chinese New Year. And also the tradition where we eat miswa. I don't know in English of miswa, and it's like a noodles, and after that it's egg with red ink, and also chicken and champion. And yeah, that's we eat it in the morning, and after that we also talk to each other, talk to the family. I think that's what the kind of thing that we like from Chinese New Year. Of course, when people have a great influence, maybe they will be busy and we don't really close enough. But in Chinese New Year, where we have a holiday, and thankfully in Indonesia, we have the holiday in Chinese New Year, we can meet together with the other family. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gabriel. Yes, although I don't celebrate New Year, Chinese New Year, but still, I hope my Chinese friend will give me ang pao. So cuan. Thank you so much for your speech. Okay, so Madam Tom, do we still have time? You are still mute, Madam Tom.
Wait, let me check for the schedule first. Yes, we still have time.
Thank you. So anyone want to challenge yourself? I'll count 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll choose. How about Bella? Bella, are you here?
Yes.
Bella, wanna challenge yourself for this table topic?
Okay, but actually I don't really understand with the rules that with the screen color.
Yes, so
okay.
Yes, that's okay. I'll explain. So you choose the topic from the red envelope, and then you can give your short speech for 1 till 2 minutes. If
Okay.
you less than 1 minute or over than 2 minutes 30 seconds, you are not eligible to be voted. Just that.
Oh, okay. So after I choose the topics, which means like I try to explain about my thought toward the topic theme, right?
Yes, that's true. Ready?
Okay, let's try.
Let's try. Which envelopes you want?
Okay, I think I. Okay.
Okay, another quotes. Actually, I have hidden gem, but no one chose it. That's okay. So, Toastmaster Bella, without standards, no boundaries are set. Ready?
Okay. Okay.
The screen is yours.
Okay, so without boundaries, no standard. Sorry, without a standard, no boundaries set. I think first in my personally opinion, I kind of disagree with this. What is it called? Like quotes or whatever. Because to be honest, I'm kind of person that have a standards. Okay. For instance, like in a man, I think I have like a standard. Why? Because I also have the kind of experience where I under and script like it didn't run well. Like I have certain expectation to him just because I lower my standard once when I saw kind of the red flags, and I just like try to reject it and try to ignore that. Oh, there is the red flag that I have to avoid from this kind of the behavior or any kind things that he has done. So in my personal opinion, I kind of like disagree with that quotes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster
Thank
Bella.
you. Thank you.
Yes, you can agree, you can disagree. For me,
Okay, I'm
I also
sorry.
agree. No, yes, and I agree with you. Sometimes this is like
Yes.
which one we have the priority. The set boundaries
Yes,
first to
exactly.
get the standard.
It just like depends on the when we want to apply for those quotes. I mean, probably it could be applicable for the other field or the other matters.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you. You are
Thank you,
wow.
thank
You are
you.
awesome for the first timer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, how if we challenge Toastmaster Coil because he suddenly come lately? Toastmaster Kayum, I know you must be ready, right?
Okay, sure. Before we start, may I know the word of the day, or at least the theme of today's meeting?
Affluence.
Affluent. Okay.
So, Toastmaster Kayum, choose your angpao. The words, the angpao that has been chosen is 6, 3, 7, T, and I.
Let's go with the E.
E.
Yep.
Okay, finally the meme comes. Toastmaster Kayum, do you are you familiar with this meme?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure? Please read carefully. It's about a family tree. In some tradition, although someone has much younger than us, but if in the family tree they are above us, so we have to respect her or him.
Okay,
Ready?
actually, I will say that I am in the situation.
Okay, so the screen is yours.
Giving that situations to everybody in this room. And one thing that I would like to have everyone will agree, it will be an awkward situation. How can our uncle will be someone who are supposed to be elder than us? And out of nowhere, now that uncle is younger than us. And even more, I would say having a lot more angpao than us. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and fellow Tiger celebrators, I would say that this is a very accurate phenomenon that happening nowadays. Because why? People love to get married early at the young age. And it can't be denied. Like people say like, oh, I love you, you love me, we are going to be a happy family, like what Barney says to his friend. And that's what happened nowadays. People get married, having kids, and they will say like, voila, dude, this is your uncle. You're supposed to respect them. You're supposed to, give them more ang pao just because of that's your uncle and that's a relative to you. And bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, I would avoid this kind of awkward situations at all. Why? Because I am still young myself. 20s, in my 20s, 25. I mean, like, come on, do we want to be an uncle already? I never ever found like, a correct situations where the uncle is supposed to be elder than us. But it's nowadays, guys. It will be backward where we going to find our uncles younger than us. But is the things that going to be argued? I would say not. But what we can do right now, fellow ladies, Toastmasters, and my Tiger celebrators, find the one early as you can so that we can call ourselves an uncle to others. With that, back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Koyum. Yes, we are in the same page. I also have older brother that 5 or 6 younger than me. So it's always awkward in the family gathering. Like, should I call bro or name or what? Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Koyum. So, the last challenger, who? Toastmaster Lukman, you here? 3, 2, 1, not. Okay. Visiting Toastmaster Carla, wanna try?
I can't at the moment. I'm in a class teaching. I'm just logging in for my device. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, that's okay. How about Yela? You're here. Hi.
Hi.
Toastmaster Yela.
Sorry, I'm not really good in English, actually.
That's okay. That's okay. Just try. This is your first time coming to Mods?
Yes.
Welcome.
This is my first time.
So, you ready?
The rules.
You must.
The rules is I have to choose the ang pao and then I describe or telling something.
Give your response about the quotes or the memes or the question about that. Just give your response.
Okay, I'll try.
You have 30 seconds to think. Let me know if you need an extra 30 seconds to think before you start.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so which one you want to choose?
T.
T already. The haven't been chosen is R, 2, and 5.
R,
2, and 5.
R have not been chosen.
Yes, not yet.
Yes, R. Okay, I'll try R.
So, Toastmaster Yela, this is another quotes from 5 Gratitude of the Yuan Dynasty. As distance tests a horse's strength, time reveals a person's character.
A distance test a horse's strength.
Yes.
Time reveals yeah.
Hi, kids.
Sorry, my children.
No, that's okay. It's cute.
I cannot think about this.
Hi.
Time reveals a person. Does it mean times?
Yeah, when you are with someone for a long time, time will reveal their true character.
Yes.
Okay, so good luck. The screen is yours.
Yes, when we have maybe some friends, and we have a relation for long years, long time, then we will know what is the real I mean, what kind of this people is he or she really kind, or is there any something different from, I mean, well, we cannot see person from the cover. Then when we know them about several times, then we can know who is she, who is he, how is his character, what is or else. Sometimes there's something that we can expect from seeing by the cover. Maybe someone who in the first sight we said that he is not good person, then after we have relation relation in several times, then we know that actually someone is a kind person. Sorry, my English not really good. Yeah, I think that's all. I don't have idea.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yela. Wow, who say your English are not good? It's good actually, and I understand clearly what you mean. And also, yes, people say when you are with someone, what you need is not only communication, but how to understand and compromise. Good job, thank you.
Thank you.
So, fellow Toastmaster and guests, thank you for all speakers who participating with this table topic. I'm so happy. And let me ask the timer. Toastmaster Melissa Chen, are the speakers eligible to be voted? Sorry.
Except Toastmasters Freddy, the rest are eligible to be voted.
Wow, congratulations. So Toastmaster Hans will share the link and please vote all speakers. This is the end of my session. Again, thank you. 谢谢 and 新年快乐. Back to Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda, for leading the table topic session very well. And the question is all interesting, and thank you again for all the participants. And yeah, I think you are more prepared than I am with the Chinese greetings. I think you nailed on that. Congratulations. 谢谢 Toastmaster Nanda. And now we are okay. Sorry. So now we are currently waiting for the bell counter, Toastmaster Hans, to throw the link on the chat box. I think we will have 1 minute to vote. Okay, while we're waiting, I want to ask for the first timer okay, so the guest, I'm sorry. Toastmaster Hans, the bell counter, has already put the voting link on the chat box. Please, anyone, please vote for your favorite table topic speakers. We will vote for 1 minute and then we will proceed to the next session. So while we're waiting, I want to ask our TTM, Toastmaster Nanda, where did you get the inspiration for the tabletop questions?
Internet. What else? So, Toastmaster Elisa, wanna answer one question?
Okay. I think this is the bonus question that maybe you have prepared, but unfortunately, not no one take this. So I'm kind of scared.
Yes, I challenge you to answer this.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
What do you think, Toastmaster Melissa?
Oh, that is so right, because there is this kind of rule that the one who received the red packets, the one who received the angpao, is someone who has not been yet married. And once you married into a big Chinese family, and then you just get married, that let's say that you get married last year, like last mid-year, like June, or probably at the end of the year, like December or something, and just like in this February, you have to prepare the red packet to every relative in that family that hasn't been married yet, and it from the little kids, that is, I don't know how many of them, and also for the teenagers, and also even for the adult who has not been married yet. And also there's this like social pressure that you should also give your parents the red packet out of respect. So for the sandwich generation who has just been married and also have been like married for a few years, Chinese New Year is not a sign of prosperity for us. I think that's all from me.
Thank you. So how about the amount? Is it same, or you can separate, like for children only 5,000 rupiah, and for adults would be like 50,000 rupiah?
Yeah, I want that, but the ones checking the inside of the envelope are their parents, so I need to be safe from their comments as well. So it needs to be considered. I have to put on strategy.
Okay, so good luck. Hopefully this year bring prosperity for you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda, for the question. Okay, I think we have all voted for our most favorite table topic speakers. Thank you, Toastmaster Hans, for collecting the voting. So now let's move on to our next session, the third session, which will be the evaluation session. This session will be led by our GE, Toastmaster Radhika. Toastmaster Radhika, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Melissa. Okay, now we are on the last sessions of today's meeting, and I will lead the sessions. We will have the evaluation session first, individual evaluation, and I would love to introduce our first evaluator, who will evaluate the Toastmaster Mala speech. So please deliver your report.
Okay, am I audible? Is it
Yes.
my connection or Radhika's connection?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are audible, Toastmaster Teacher.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Audible.
Thank you so much, evaluator, Toastmaster Radhika. Okay. So to Toastmasters Mala, very well done. Well done for a great speech, fantastic speech. I'm so impressed with Toastmasters Mala's speech. Even starting from the beginning, she started really, really well, really catching our interest, starting from the first sentence of her speech by giving a good example of Medanese people. It's very interesting and very good. And then the way Toastmasters Smala is explaining about the culture of Batak people is really explanatory, really easy to understand, and easy to follow, even for people that is not haven't talked to Batak people maybe, because it's very understandable. Thank you so much, Toastmasters Smala. Very well done. However, there are two recommendations that I'd like to present to Toastmasters Mala. The first one is that uh, I'm aware that Toastmasters Mala move back and forth quite a bit. So just moving from front to back, because in a speech, your body movement, your body gestures requires reasons. So better to stand up, stand strong, and move when you need to move. So the audience can really feel, can really experience, and can really understand what you are delivering. And also, since this is a cross-cultural understanding, I really appreciate if Toastmasters Mala could add more examples, the real examples on how Batak people, uh, having activities, talking to each other, how loud they speak, maybe, and maybe like how straightforward. Maybe just you can give, like an example of your friend meeting you for a first time. Maybe it could be add some humor on that note, so the audience can really enjoy. They speak itself. All in all, it was a fantastic speech. Toastmasters Mala, well done, good, well done. Introduction, very well explanatory speech, really easy to understand. However, need to work on a little bit on the body gestures, since each movement requires reasons, and also we could add more examples, maybe just a bit of humor or some imagination for the audience. Thank you so much. I will hand it over back to the GE.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Jonah, for your evaluations. I believe the speaker will learn from your report and will perform better next time rounds. Again, thank you. And next, we will have our second individual evaluator, Toastmaster Garda, who will evaluate our second speaker, Toastmaster Dines, who unfortunately has to leave early due to some reasons. So for Toastmaster Garda, please deliver your report.
All right, thank you, Madam GE. But is it an excuse for me not to deliver my evaluation?
Of course not. You have to still deliver.
Close the timer. Oh, the timer still Toastmaster Melissa. Okay.
Yes.
First thing first, am I audible and visible?
Audible and visible.
Okay. So who amongst you here have handled the hardship of public relations? Maybe it doesn't have to be related to your daily works, but raise your hands if you have ever handled PR stuff like social media or anything maybe at your work. Oh, I saw some hand movement here. Public relation is something that requires our creativity, but I believe that it also requires our persistence. Why is that? Because public relations is all about engagement with the audience. And that was something Toastmaster Dinesh was about to deliver and encourage us about what he has learned toward his experience in handling those public relations and how those strategies managed him to be excelled in what he did regarding the public relations. And what I like about his speech earlier was that first thing first, the elaboration. He started the speech with explaining what public relation is, giving the sense of understanding to all audience, as well as the importance of public relations that can be applied on ourselves. And he managed to mention the concrete example of public relations that is easily used for us, regardless of our work, whether it has to be dealt with those public relations strategies. Secondly, what I like about his speech was the method that he managed to use throughout the speech. First thing first, that he selected bullets and numberings in delivering and conveying the message. He mentioned by firstly, blah, blah, blah. Secondly, blah, 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 so that the audience could easily follow the points of the messages that he intended to deliver in his speech. He also used the deductive method in conveying the message, so that he, at the beginning, he gave the topic sentence to the audience to get the mutual understanding of the topic that he was about to say, and that the audience could also observe and digest what was available on the table. That was truly clever. Now, as for rooms for improvement, As this is the public relations strategies project, I believe that the speaker would consider to manage the camera positioning, because throughout the speech, the speaker managed to position himself at the right corner of the screen. So because public relation is about the engagement with audience, and it is very essential to build the rapport with the audience, it would be better for the speaker to position himself at the center of the screen and manage to keep the eye contact, so that the counterpart would also believe that every single words coming out of his mouth will be truly trustworthy. And it also could build the trust and interest towards one another. So having said that, from the elaboration and method that he already excelled, but adding some improvement on the positioning of the speaker, he would be excelled in the public relations strategies that he has set, and he would like to deliver to all of us. That is all from me. Back to you, GE.
Thank you for your comprehensive evaluation, Toastmaster Garda, even though he isn't here, but we will record this meeting, so I guess he can watch your evaluation directly from the recording, and as well I will send your evaluation form to him later on, so he can improve his performance as well in the future. And as our two evaluators already delivered their reports, so whether or not the two evaluators eligible to be voted?
Yes, all evaluators are eligible to be voted.
Okay, thank you. So you guys can vote for your favorite evaluators today between Toastmaster Jono and Toastmaster Garda, and the ballot counter will launch the poll, so all of you guys can cast your vote to choose which one is your favorite evaluator. So yes, and the link poll is already launched, so you guys are encouraged to cast your vote. So we result, both of them are great evaluators, and the speakers, I believe, can learn from their evaluations as well. So since we have the evaluation sessions done, we will move to role takers report. And first, I would love to invite the grammarian to to deliver her report regarding the use of language today. So for Toastmaster Maimuna, please deliver your report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The good usage of grammar that was used throughout the session included a good use of adjectives and vocabulary, especially said by Speaker 1, Mala, who used adjectives such as authentic, genuine. Speaker 2, Toastmaster Dinesh, had used a lot of adjectives revolving around personality types, such as flamboyant, elegant, also academician, social worker, persona, aura, and so on. Some usage of grammar that can be corrected and improved was that someone had mentioned empathy. It's actually I empathize, so that's the verb. And it was mentioned that we don't close enough. It's actually we are not close enough. And someone had mentioned personally opinion. It's personal opinion. So if something we can take care of. But thank you. And the word of the day, affluence, was I think used just once. And of course, our counter will elaborate further on that. Thank you. Now back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you for your evaluation, Toastmaster Memuna, for the use of language today. I believe we learned a great deal from her explanation regarding the grammatical mistakes. But after all, it's okay to make mistakes. And next, we will have another role taker will deliver his report as well, or her report for word of the day counter. Please deliver your report.
Thank you, Madam GE. Actually, I cannot use my video.
It's okay.
Okay, I will, oh, sorry. I will report my job. Okay, I use not exactly I use between or more than or less than, yeah. Okay, for sorry, for prepare speech, Toastmaster Mala less than 5 times, Toastmaster Dines less than Toastmaster Dines 5 times. For table topic table topic sessions, Toastmaster Maimuna 1 time, Toastmaster Noval, I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Toastmaster Freddy more than 20 times. Toastmaster Gabriel 7 times. Toastmaster Bella less than 5 times. Toastmaster Kayum, congratulations, 0. Toastmaster Yela less than 10 times. Toastmaster Mala less than 5. Sorry, that's all for table topics. That's all for table topic session. For evaluation session, for Toastmaster Jono less than 5 times, and Toastmaster Garda 0 times. That's for report from me. Back to General Accelerator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Resti, for delivering your speech regardless of technical issue, but still, you delivered your report comprehensively, thoroughly, and yeah, congrats to those who mentioned the word of the day today. And now it's my turn to evaluate the whole meeting, and I would love to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen anyway?
No, Toastmaster Erika.
Oh, not yet. Oh, wait. So, is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this is my evaluation as a junior evaluator regarding the run of the meeting today. At least I will evaluate 2 aspects. First, the meeting, the overall meeting. First I will evaluate the before the meeting started. As I joined in the meeting prior to the meeting. Prior to the meeting when it started, so I can tell that the ESCOs, because I was there and I'm in charge of welcoming the guests as well. So I can tell that the guests and all the participants are welcomed warmly, and this is the point that I would love for other members to keep, to always welcome all the participants, the members, especially the first timers. So they will come again next time around. And as well, the meeting started on time, exactly at 7:30. So again, it's a great points, and I hope it will go the same for the next meeting. And during the meeting as well runs smoothly. All the role takers, responsible of their roles, and regardless technical problems by me as a GE earlier and in between of my roles, but I was still managed to come back again to the meeting and to evaluate the meeting after all. So basically the lesson is, even when we have a technical problems, we need to stay professional, I guess, and just be responsible on our role. I guess that's the message and the lesson that I learned. Well, we will see later on. And about the role evaluations, first, the evaluators, I would love to say they deliver messages to the prepared speakers so they can learn from their reports. And for the Toastmaster Tom, what I love about her is she introduced us to the team clearly and concisely, and as well responded to the speakers well also, and the use of visual aid helps to great extent, so we feel more engaged to her explanations by using visual aid. I guess that's a great point. And for the table topic master, what I love about her performance is because it's engaging and brought up interesting topics, and we can feel the fun atmosphere, the interactive atmosphere in which all the participants participated in the sessions. But due to the time limit, we couldn't continue the sessions. But it meant that the table topic master could engage with the participants well, and with the use of visual aid, it helped to make it even more interactive, I guess. And for the grammarian, the point that I would love to emphasize is it even better if she uses visual aids so the audience can grasp the message better. But regardless of it, she evaluated the use of language concisely and truly, and I guess she attentively listened to all of the speakers throughout the meeting, and that's a good job. And for the word of the day counter, she is responsible regardless of technical issue, and evaluated the use of the word of the day truly as well. And the next time around, make sure about the technical issue, and as well, it will even better if she uses visual aids. So yeah, I guess we all can remember well when we can see with the help of visual aids how many times we make mistakes, how many times we utter the filler words, say like stuff. And for the timer, the person responsible and announce the time report timely as well in a timely manner. So great job. And the last one, ballot counter, regardless of his condition, he is as well responsible and launched the poll immediately soon after the prepared speakers and impromptu speakers and the evaluators done with their speeches. So all of the role takers, you guys are amazing today, and keep up the good work, and as well for the running of the meeting. Hopefully next time around there won't be technical issues anymore, and the meeting will run even more merrily. So I guess that's the evaluation for me. Back to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Marisa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Edika as General Evaluator and the whole team of evaluators for the personal evaluator and also for the role takers as well for your. Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you for the personal evaluator and also for the role takers for the report for the whole meeting, and share that it gives us feedback to how to run the meeting better in the future. So now let's move on to the one of the most anticipated session of our meeting tonight, which will be the announcement of the winner, our most favorite prepared speakers, our most favorite table topic speakers, and also for our most favorite evaluators. And in this session, it will be led by our blood counter, Toastmaster Hans.
Surprise, guys. Actually, I can speak, but not comfortable to do it in an extended time, so I choose not to take my part in president role. And let me share my screen. So we can see, guys, this is the wording session. The first one, our favorite prepared speaker is Toastmaster Mala. Congratulations to Toastmaster Mala. And next for the table topic speaker is Toastmaster Kayu. And the third one, the favorite evaluator, is Toastmaster Garda. Congratulations to all the winner, and I will send the PDF. Feel free to download it. Back to Toastmaster Melissa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans, for the announcement of the winner. Congratulations to the winners once again. Congratulations, Toastmaster Mala, Toastmaster Kayu, and also for Toastmaster Garda. Thank you, everyone. I think we have reached almost the end of our meeting. Thank you for all the participants. Thank you for all the prepared speakers, for all the participants on the table topic speakers, for all the role takers. And now I will give back the control to our acting president for tonight, our Vice President of Education, Toastmaster Erika.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. And so since we have done the meeting, we have all the 3 sessions done. So I would love to know about guest impressions and as well visiting Toastmaster impressions. Maybe from the visiting Toastmaster first, the one who come from different country. Toastmaster Maimuna, what do you think about joining a meeting on a different country? Is it your first time?
Yes, I don't think it was the first time joining from another country, but definitely Indonesia. I think thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure being here, and especially because it's a festival, so that was wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your participations as well, because we are in it of role takers, so that the meeting won't run smoothly as well, right? So again, thank you, and hopefully you can as well deliver your speech here, and or as well for our club members to deliver the speech there in your club. What is it, your club again?
It's a Gurgaon Toastmasters Club. It's a city near Delhi, the capital. So I mean, of course, I would love to. And in fact, Toastmaster Dinesh is from my club. So he delivered a speech today. I would love to come back anytime. Thank you.
Okay, Ken. Thank you, Toastmaster Maimuna. And again for guests this time, what about soon to be Toastmaster Lukman? Is this your first time to come here in Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster Club? Is he able to speak? Is he able? Okay, probably next guest, soon to be Toastmaster Yela.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to know your opinion. What do you feel after joining the meeting?
Actually, this is the first time I join a meeting like this, and I like the games, choosing the ang pao. It's quite funny and interesting, and yes, I find people outside, I mean, not only people in my office, in my neighbor. This is a good club. I think I love this club. Maybe I will join for the next meeting.
Oh yes, you should.
Because actually I want to improve my English, especially in speaking. Thank you very much. Let me join this.
Okay. So meaning you have to join us next meeting, okay? Okay,
Okay.
I will make sure if you really
Inshallah.
join us next time around. Okay, next up, what about visiting? What about soon to be Toastmaster Freddy? What do you feel after participating on table topic? Soon to be Toastmaster Freddy, are you there? Oh, can you speak? I mean, like give your opinion. Okay, I think he couldn't. He cannot say anything due to problem. What about other guests? Let's say soon to be Toastmaster Gabriel. I think this is not your first time because I see you quite often, like two or three times. Right?
Oh, this is my second time.
One second.
Yeah.
How come I see you like so often?
Oh yeah. Last time I'm so excited with this event, especially when you also count the words, and
Okay.
it's so nice. And after that, I joined the WhatsApp group and asked about how to be a Toastmaster. Maybe that's why I'm kind of noisy at the group at the time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you want to be a member now? Still is?
Yeah. I want to join there. And this is so funny where, especially in table topic, where Toastmaster Nanda make a presentation like ang pao. It's really like a Chinese New Year theme, where we choose the ang pao theme. It's kind of funny too, I think.
You can relate to it, right?
Yeah.
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 So yeah, we have a very creative table topic master earlier.
True.
So yeah, hopefully with it you will be interesting to join us again on our next meeting. Who hasn't speak? The guests. Toastmaster Naufal. So yeah. So how do you feel after a long while not joining Toastmaster, and now you have you're given a chance to join the table topic session?
Well, the memories from the back days. Yeah, I used to do this with my teacher, an English teacher, old enough, still doing it, still kicking around in Bandung. And well, now I'm doing it without him, so that's something. And also, well, I mean, it's been quite a while since last time I speak English, and I've been looking forward to speak the language for a lot of time, and now I got a chance. So, yeah, thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Okay, you're welcome. So I guess all the guests already give their impressions or their opinions regarding the meeting, right? Or I left out someone. So I would love to encourage all of you
I think Toastmaster Radhika is having a connection issue. Okay. Let's wait for her for a while. Okay, so Toastmaster Radhika has been disconnected. Maybe I will be the one who continued her closing statement. So Okay, Toastmaster Radhika is back. Wait, Toastmaster Radhika, can you continue with your statement?
Okay, so yeah, I guess all the guests already said their 2 cents regarding the meeting today, right? And basically, I will just want to end the meeting by encouraging all of you guys to come again next time. Okay, next meeting. I mean, because we will have a weekly short of a weekly meeting and 2 meetings. On next meeting, we will have a casual ones, so it will be like a full table topics. So for you guys, especially the guests, I would love to invite you to come again and join our sessions, because it's especially aimed for the guests, so you guys can participate. Maybe because due to time limit, we have to end the sessions sooner, right? Earlier. So on the next meeting, you guys can join the table topic sessions again, and we will have far more slots as well. So please come again, and we will announce it on our Instagram. So please check out our Instagram and follow our Instagram, Jakarta Motivator, just in case you haven't. And I would love to close the meeting and have a good night, guys, and see you on the next meeting.